Good evening, everyone. Alright, more Final Fantasy IV. Let's do it. You know the drill by now, so. Alright. Let's get it started up here. Alright. And we're good to go. Damn, this party's looking really good now. Oh. Yep. Alright, well, last time we fought a bunch of pink puffs, but we did not find our pink tail yet. So, here is what I suggest. Let's go and get some special weapons. Actually, this is good. Yeah, let's kill Rosa. Yeah, I know that's gonna sound stupid. Why would we kill Rosa? But it's actually gonna be very helpful for this next fight. Yeah, we need her to die. You know what? This will be way faster. It's not going to make a lot of sense, but yeah, Rosa must die. It's actually going to make our party stronger. In fact, the more people in critical health, the better. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do just great. Well, here's the thing. You see that Lance sitting there? What do you think's gonna happen? Those pillars are a sign that something's always about to happen, so... Yep. Woe unto him who seeks the Spear of Light. It'd be cooler if they called it like the Spear of Destiny. Yeah, well, here's the problem. Yeah, remember I told you this was going to happen. We have to kill this thing extremely quickly or we're all going to die. Oh, that was very, very close. Alright. Oh. Fantastic. Yeah, see, here's the problem. They're all on different counts. And... Alright. We are fucked. This is so bad. I don't know if Rose is going to get to cast that spell in time. And if she doesn't, we... Oh, thank God. Whew. my god. That fight is awful. Alright. And now we need to not die for the next one, so, however, the next one's pretty easy by comparison. Yeah. Yeah, so you saw the strategy was basically, you can't kill me if I kill me first. Whenever you revive a party member, he resets the doom count, so resetting the doom count gives you more time to try to kill him. Yeah, should be good. Alright. Yeah, let's not take any chances, though. I don't want to have to fight that guy again. However, this will help because now instead of this defender, we're going to give him his spear. So yeah, his accuracy with this one, 99%. The really important part of this is that it gives him the holy element. Yeah, let's... I mean, the defenders are very... Oh yeah, we probably want to save. A lot of things are weak against holy, so it's worth giving it to him. Uh-oh. These sacred ribbons shall not touch your hands. Yeah, these guys are not actually all that tough, so... Yeah, the cool thing about Bahamut is Bahamut doesn't give a shit about whether you have Reflect on or not. They'll still take damage regardless. Ow. Well, that sucked. I would really like her to be alive. Yeah, I forgot that they can do that. Alright, Asher, we're gonna need some luck in this. Please don't revive us. No, that's not the helpful one. That is what happens with this. Ha! Your reflect wore off, asshole. Suck it. See, that's not so bad. We are going to get those ribbons, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Okay, well, maybe there's something you can do about it, but not while Rose is alive. We gotta end this. He can't keep doing that, or we're gonna die. Alright, this should take care of him. I don't think he's gonna survive this. Nope. Alright, those I usually like to give to Rosa and Rydia. I mean, it's another thing, you can give one to Edge if you would like, but here's the ribbon does increase magic power, so it's usually useful to give to them because it does help their magic. It makes them immune. It's supposed to make you also immune to status ailments. Alright. I don't know if it's going to work for the pink puffs, but we'll try it. Alright. Oh, this guy? Yeah, we'll fight this guy. Yeah, remember, he's not going to do anything to us, so... Yep. Get dunked on. Come on. I'll show you. His Pearl Lance actually can do this too. Just for fun. There's not really any reason you would want to do that, because it's way weaker than him just attacking, but it is a thing you can do. It does work for that purpose. Alright. Oh yeah, this thing dies easily. Alright, back to the save point. So many bosses, and there's still more to come. Alright, let's go get Edge's sword next. It's in the next area, which is a little bit tougher than this one. This is actually the final area of the lunar subterrane, and the next area is the last part. I guess you could say it's like a sub dungeon. So. And everything here is a boss fight. Yeah, random encounters are boss fights. Like, this is probably the single weakest thing you can find here. Yeah, you know shit's gonna get real when behemoths are just regular ass enemies. Now, there are some enemies in here we do not want to be fighting right now because it's just a pain in the ass. Fortunately, the sword is literally right below us, so we don't have to go too deep into here to get this. If you look in the background, you'll be able to see the core of the moon. Yeah, we're not going to fight more of these battles. I can afford to drop 17,000 gold, that's fine. We have enough. Yeah, we're gonna fight Ogapo. Ye from the blue planet, think to wield the blade of black. Alright, I lied. It's Ogapogo. Oh yeah, that's not a good plan. Okay, well, this is one of those times when Cecil's gonna cure himself because we don't want to risk more counterattacks. Yeah, this is not looking good. Throw a shuriken. Alright. Rosa's turn should be next, so we're just gonna pop off another Cure 4. Hopefully she'll get it off before everyone dies. That's the plan, anyway. Alright, that helps. Rydia just needs to keep casting Bahamut and then we'll be fine. Oh fuck, that's not good. That's oh god, no, not double tsunami. I don't know if we can survive that. This is bad. Yeah. Come on. On your feet, people. That was close. We almost died. We should be getting pretty low in health. Alright, Asher, I hope for the best. Please do not be life. Okay, sweet. Alright, we're good. Yes! Got him! He's definitely one of the hardest ones. So, on several times there, he almost killed the party. That's close. Alright, now we're just gonna, give this sword to Edge. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want this either. I just want to make sure that I have room that in case enemies drop items, because there are some items that these enemies can drop that they are only available from enemy drops, so I don't want to miss the chance to get them. Like, for instance, some of the dragons can drop the dragon whip for Rydia. Yes, she actually does have a whip that's stronger than the one she uses, but it's only as a rare enemy drop. Oh, fuck no, we are not fighting this thing. His entire strategy is just bombard the party with magic by casting Reflect on himself and bouncing it off of him. So he makes it impossible for you to cure yourself, and he also makes it so that he can just freely keep raining shit down upon you. The red dragons are not that bad. I mean, they're not a picnic, but they're far from the worst thing you can fight here. Alright. Just gotta keep everyone alive long enough to get back to the save point. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You need to really be around level 55 to, like, convincingly make it through this area. So we're not quite there yet. Well, we also have to get Cecil his sword. I don't know how that's gonna go yet. Alright, we'll fight this thing. Yeah, Rydia does not want to be attacking. Oop, that was wrong. Oops. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that's not that bad. I think we'll probably, we'll fight some more pink puffs first. We'll see how that goes. And then when we get tired of that, we'll take a break and go get Cecil's sword. Yeah, fighting the Wyvern is not fun. It's super Bahamut is what it is. It's like Bahamut, except he mega nukes you immediately. So, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, this is bothering me. This is the thing I use the most, and this is the thing I use the second most, so it should be there in that order. Also, I think, yeah. She's only missing 2 spells, which would be Nuke and Meteor. think she learns Nuke at level 55, and Meteor I think is level 60. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Alright. We'll use a cabin. Cabin just max heals MP, so... Well, and HP, but HP was never the problem. There we go. Alright, we'll fight Pink Puffs now. Yep, everybody should be good. Let's see if the ribbons actually make them immune or not. No, that does not. Well, here is to hoping. Are they all just gonna concentrate on him? That doesn't seem fair. I get the feeling that he's not gonna survive. Well, Cecil might take a hit for him. We're gonna get that adamant armor, I swear on it. In later versions of the game, they change these to, they call them Flan Princess. Yeah. And it's, yeah. I guess it's slightly better in the DS version because you do have the Treasure Hunter augment that makes it a little bit more likely for it to drop the pink tail. And you do have the sirens in that one as well, so... not every version of this game has sirens. Fortunately, this one does. I would not be doing this if I did not have the sirens. Absolutely not. No way. I'm just not even gonna get mad anymore. You just have to expect that every time that they drop something, it's not gonna be the pink tail that you want. No matter how badly you want it. Just, you can't count on it. Siren. Alright, maybe this time. It could happen, who knows. Come on, Rydia, focus. Do what you're good at. Damn it. No, you're not good at that. Physical attacking is not your thing. I promise you that you were born to cast magic spells, not, you know, hit people with things. Ow. Everybody seems to be all about that one. Alright, well, at least they're dying pretty quick. Well, this is going better than before, so there is that. I'm not even pressing buttons now. Oh, there we go, I got to press a button. Just one. So interactive. What a game. I'm not even sure. Nope, he's not going to get to be revived. Ah, come on! You gave me two Oh, no, I promise. No, I'm not going to get mad. Nope, not going to happen. I know better. That's just not how pink puffs work. You just have to fight, like, hundreds of them, and then you'll finally get what you want. I did play the 3DS version, and I did get 5 adamant armors so that every person in my party had one. Because they do transfer over to new playthroughs, so it's actually kind of worth doing it. It took me about 20 hours to get 5. I think I had the first one, though, within about 5 minutes. Because, you know, that's just how the dice rolls work sometimes. I could not possibly tell you how many sirens I went through. Countless. Just, like, probably 1,000. Like, no joke, it would probably was 1,000 sirens. Oh, great. She's gonna actually do it this time. So these things will go down a lot quicker. Ha! Take that! Yeah, well, the other thing is that the Flan Princess in the DS version also drops an item called Rainbow Pudding that actually makes it easier to find rare items in the game, so there's more than one reason to want to fight them. Yep, just elixirs out the ass. Whatever, I'll take it. Like, free elixirs are free elixirs. Every elixir I pick up means that that's one trip I don't have to make to a save point. I didn't even have to touch Rose's magic yet. Yeah. We're gonna get it. It's gonna happen. Come on, Radia, I believe in you. Cast the spell. Just, you can do it. Yeah! My girl. That was fantastic. Wow, that hurt. They're just dropping like flies. Nailed it. I'm legitimately curious as how much money it's gonna let us have, because we're approaching 5 million, right? Yeah. Siren. Alright, come on, let's see if her attention span holds this time. Nope. She heard the siren song and just fell into it. That's fine. Do what you gotta do. You are a strong, independent caller, and you don't need no man. Ow. Well, that sucked. I should wait to see if they actually kill Cecil first. Nope. Alright. Because if they just kill him, then it's probably worth just life-2ing him. Finally. That one took fucking forever to die. Cure 2. Flans just want to have fun. There, oh, she learned Nuke way earlier than I thought she was going to. Well, that's good. Level 50, okay. But I'm reasonably sure that she doesn't learn Meteor until level 60, so... Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna move these up here. Just make it easier. Alright, come on. Get some. We're gonna get the pink tail. Come on, it's gonna happen. This is gonna be the one. Alright, it's probably not gonna be the one, but you gotta have hope. These pink tails are really hard to find. But we will find one, and then you will get to witness the fully armed and operational adamant armor cursed ring setup. Because as soon as we get adamant armor, we're going to Mount Ordeal to find us a cursed ring. Because those two together are just the best thing ever. It literally makes it so that your character can just basically not die. Elemental attacks heal you. You take a very little, if any, damage from a physical attack, and you have, you know, resistance against non-elemental magic attacks like Nuke. So there is almost nothing that can actually hurt your character at that point. And it's just so fucking funny to see it. I love it. The DS version is the only version of the game that I've ever actually bothered to get the adamant armors, so actually getting one in the SNES one is going to be a first for me. The thing is, like, by the time you get it, it's already the end of the game, and you don't really need it. And like in the DS one, you get to play through 2 entire playthroughs getting to use it from start to finish, which actually does reward you for getting it, so it does feel like it's worth the time. But we're doing it now because I want everyone to be able to see just how ridiculous it is. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world to accomplish, but we're gonna try. Nope, that was not the try. Alright, revive. Alright, heal everybody so we can try again. Alright, let's do this. We have the sirens, we're gonna make use of them. You thought I bought like 200 of them as a joke. No, we bought 200 of them because we very well may need all 200 of them to find one stupid armor. But it'll be fantastic, I promise. Yes, Bahamut, finally. Rydia is being useful again. Ow. Could do without that. Give me your tail. Yeah, I know. We've spent hours chasing tail in this game. What are you gonna do? We will get it. It'll happen. I've got the time. Hopefully it won't take forever to do it, but I don't have any control over that. RNGesus is the only one that can tell us when we're gonna get it. Fine, we'll use this. Yeah, well, just a quick reminder, yeah, for anyone who is not from or didn't see last time or forgot. The pink puff can only be found in this room, and normally it is a 1 out of 64 chance encounter in this room. It is a 1 out of 64 chance that any one of them drops a pink tail in any given battle. So, without the use of sirens, you're looking at something like 1 out of every 4,000 pink puffs. Or, yeah, like 1 out of every 4,000 battles or something like that is what would normally get you at 1 pink tail. We will find one long before that, but it's just worth remembering just how much the sirens help. Being able to summon them instantly to fight instead of having to, you know, just randomly encounter them. You might be lucky if you fight them once during your game without the use of sirens. And then, yeah, then if you fight them, a 1 out of 64 chance of dropping it. It would just... That's just demoralizing. So, just remember, as hopeless as this seems of trying to find this thing, it could be way worse. And yeah, in the original one, I think the original Japanese one had the sirens, but the American one I don't think did. Nope, nothing that time. Alright. Yeah, sirens did not exist in every version of this game, so just be thankful that we have them. Alright, come on, let's see if Rydia can stay focused this time. Yeah, Mega Nuke. That helps a lot. Every time she lands one of those, it makes this go way faster. Come on, RNGesus. RNGesus is the best god. He rolls dice and doesn't afraid of anything. We're gonna get that pink tail come hell or high water. I don't care how long it takes, it's gonna happen. The world needs to see the glory of adamant armor. Well, we tried. Alright. Not that time. Maybe it'll be this one. Who knows? After a couple more of these, then we'll take a break and we'll go and fight Wyvern. Because we are leveling up. This serves two purposes. One, we're trying to get the pink tail, but two, it's also leveling us up to fight the last optional boss and also to get us through the last area of the game. So, it's not like this is entirely without purpose. It's just... it would be really cool if we could get the pigtail, you know, sooner rather than later so we can actually put it to use. Alright. We will kill as many pink puffs as it takes. Just think about how awesome it's going to be when we finally get it. And I mean, I also have to say, like, it is mildly amusing to get to listen to all these random songs play during battle, because this is the only time, like, in an actual, like, enemy encounter that you get to hear these tracks. Yeah. I think it's kind of cool. It'd be nice if we could get control of Rosa, though. I would like to heal everybody before Pink Puffs start killing them. But the Fury is just randomly doled out at random points throughout the battle, so it's a really weird mechanic. Come on. Alright, you think it's gonna be now? Ah, no, it was a troll. Another elixir. So many elixirs. No, let's not waste that. What do you think's gonna happen first? Do you think we're gonna max out on money, or do you think that we're gonna find the pigtail? We're at 6 million so far. Alright. You know what? Rydia, I have faith in you. Go find us a pigtail. You are the chosen avatar. I'm actually not sure if Odin works on the pink puffs. Maybe we'll try that next time. I mean, we'll see if she can actually successfully cast it before dying. Or I should say before going berserk. Oh, paralyzed. That helps. That means that one's not attacking, at least. Yeah, she doesn't seem to trigger paralysis a lot on her whip attacks, but it's always nice when it happens. Don't hit Rydia. She doesn't deserve that. Hit TJ. TJ deserves it. It's all his fault anyway. I'm sure. They're all named after the drunken peasants, and I'm sure that if TJ was actually, you know, there trying to do it, he'd be complaining the entire time. And he'd probably just tell Scotty to do everything for him. To which Scotty would tell him to simply go fuck himself. Ben's always the one that does most of the work anyway. Alright, come on. Please. Pretty, please. Ah! Oh, come on. Why? Why do you do this to me? This is just a documentary on the pain and suffering. Or just to see how much I can endure before I go crazy. The internet will get to watch my slow descent into madness as I kill, like, literal thousands of these things and not get the single pink tail. That's fine. I'm willing to make that sacrifice for you guys. Somebody's got to do it. Alright, let's see if this works. I don't know why I've never actually... I rarely ever use Odin, because it's just... Generally, most of the time, you just want to be using Bahamut, because you're using it for boss fights. Let's see if this works. Nope, they are immune to Odin, so that sucks. Heh, her arrow was pretty elite. Alright, let's see if she can cast this before going crazy. Oh, that's not good. Sweet. She actually did something useful this time. That's really good. Yeah, let's revive Cecil. Fuck, I think I accidentally hit down. That's not gonna be good at all. Nope, that was the wrong one. Alright. If you think I'm insane for doing this, yeah, feel free to, like, let me know. You can send chat in or just leave a comment or something. I think I'm insane for doing this. This is in no way necessary at all to the game. But it is ridiculously fun once you succeed at doing it once. Yeah, okay, that's fine. She does not need an elixir yet. Alright, Kane, give it your best shot. Alright, roll those dice. Let's see, come on. Stay focused, Rydia. I believe in you. Damn it! I should have used reverse psychology. That's what I get for trying to be supportive. Yeah, oh wait, is she out of arrows? I literally used all of her arrows already. Well, shit. Alright, well, then I think I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna go fight the wyvern. Then we're gonna go... Yeah, it's gonna be awful, but I think we're gonna have to go buy her some more arrows. And while we're out, we're gonna use all that money to buy a whole bunch of cabins and elixirs. And then when we get the pink tail after we come back, then we're gonna have to go back again in order to get it, but it'll be worth it. I keep saying it, and I don't know if everybody believes me, but the pink tail is worth it, trust me. It makes you hilariously invincible. It is pretty amusing to see Rosa punch people, though. Alright, yeah, but after this fight, we're gonna go fight the wyvern. I think we should be able to kill him. Oh, good. It's paralyzed. Neat. Alright. Let's go get Cecil's best sword. We'll do that first, and then we'll come back and do this again. Take a break from this for a little bit. We're gonna use a elixir on her. That ought to work. Alright. Nope. Run. Alright, let's go to that secret area, because we're also going to pick up a protect ring over there, so that'll help a little bit. Actually, I guess we should fight these, because I think these dragons can also drop the dragon whip for Rydia as a rare drop, which is actually stronger than what she has right now. Yeah, I'll equip the Artemis arrows. These dragons are not very hard to kill, to be honest. And we're leveled enough that they're not really that much of a threat. Come on. Ow. Let's not be killing Rosa, please. Pray. Free healing is always the best healing. Because you know what they say, if it's free, it's for me. Man, this thing just does not want to die. Oh, there we go. Well, we tried. Yep, so this is the... Yeah, you take that little secret bridge over here. Oh, that's good. We need that. Yeah. Good, now everybody has at least 2,000 health. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I don't feel like fighting them. Knowing my luck, they will just cast Gale 3 times, and I don't want to deal with it. Ah, really? Oh, hell no. I hate these things with a burning passion. Ugh. Yeah, of course there's monsters. Why would there not be? That's kind of the shtick of this whole entire area. Any chest that has something really good in it has monsters in it. You just have to expect it at this point. Well, hopefully Rydia has enough health now that she'll be able to survive getting mega nuked. At least that's, yeah. That's my hope. Alright. So there's the second protect ring. And there's us getting attacked after taking literally 2 steps. Let's see, I gave... you have the least health, so I think you need it the most. Because also, I think... Alright. Yeah, let's use some of these tents up. Yeah, the tents only restore like 100 or so MP every time we use them, so we have to use multiple tents to fully restore everybody in the party. That's fine. We're not buying tents anymore for the rest of the game. We're just going to be buying cabins. And hopefully we're going to buy so many that we don't need to get any more. One more is gonna be good. May as well use them because we have them, and this is the only spot you can use them at. So, okay, ready? Let's not get our asses beat. I would prefer not to do that. Here we go. Last one. The power of this sword, Lord seemeth to test, shall not be released. Alright, I did not try very hard for that one. Ow. I'll show you a real mega nuke. No! Why? What did they ever do? They don't deserve that. Alright, literally any mode on Asher would be good right now. Healing life, I don't care. Just anything. Get my party back up on its feet, please. Alright. Ow. Yeesh. Alright. Life 2 on you. I don't know why that one didn't do anything. Alright, Mega Nuke time. You ain't shit, Wyvern. I'm way better than you, and I can prove it. Yes! Got him! Alright. The Ragnarok is the strongest sword in the entire game. Cecil is the only one that can equip it, and it makes his attack fucking insane. 233, and it increases his defense. Alright. Here's what's gonna happen. We have way too much stuff in our inventory, way too much money, and Rosa needs arrows desperately. So we're gonna have to go get some and then walk back down. It'll be fine though. Like, there's nothing that we're gonna encounter that's gonna be a threat to us, so it's just gonna take some time, that's all. We're like at the end of the game. We're doing the last thing that we can before fighting the final boss. Yeah, screw it. I don't want her to waste those. The arrows she has equipped are very hard to find. You open 20 of them out of a chest. However, if you run out, you can find more as a rare drop from one of the enemies. I think it's either the CRS or the Carry. I don't remember which one. One of them drops Artemis arrows. Oh, actually, I might have just called one of those enemies by its old name and not its new translated name. Because actually, I think the Carry is just translated as Artemis in this one. So yeah, they would be the one. First things first. You know what? No, arrows first. Then elixirs, because I need to make sure I buy enough arrows. I'm gonna probably buy like 200, because I don't want to have to do this again. We have enough money, we can afford 200 arrows. Alright. Yep, time to get High Invader again. Good old SS Vader and the SS USS Hell in a Cell. Yeah, the airships. Alright. You. First things first, I don't want that, or that. No, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna get rid of all the tents, because we're only gonna be carrying cabins. Alright, Alright, that ought to be sufficient. She's not gonna run out anytime soon. Okay. I want to have enough ninja stars that he... Yeah, 8 ninja stars should be fine. We're actually going to get rid of the shurikens. Yeah, fuck it. We're here. We'll buy 2 more. Because against the final boss, where he's just going to be chucking weapons. He's going to take every expensive weapon I own, and he's going to throw it at Zemus. Alright. Back to the moon. Time to go buy some elixirs. Alright, let's see if we can find this guy in the now. There we go. Yeah, at this point we can just afford to buy as many of these items as we really want. Because there's no other use for the money, so... Alright. We have a shit ton of ethers. Oh fuck, we need to buy cabins. I don't know if this guy sells them actually. No he does not. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back to Earth and buy some cabins. That was a good catch. That's really weird. Why would they not sell cabins at this? I guess they just want to stuff in as many rare items as possible in that one store. We should be able to buy some from Mysidia. You know what? While we're here, we'll go see everybody since they are chilling over in the Tower of Prayer. No, item store is not here. You're the item store. Yes, cabins. That ought to be plenty. I don't think I have to worry about that. Alright. See, now we're completely stocked up and everything. We still have 1,000,000 gold left, so we'll just buy, like, I don't know, 10 more elixirs. Because, why not? We have the money. We can afford to. And we're going to have a shit ton more by the time we're done anyway. Because those, you know that those pink puffs are very stingy about giving out the pink tails, so. Yeah, I will do that. Yeah. Oh god, no, I don't want to do anything for Brett Keane. No, please, just leave Brett Keane out of this. I guess we should talk to the Elder. Don't tell me what to do. I'll return to the moon if I fucking feel like it. The only reason I'm going there is because I can buy all those sweet elixirs. maybe like Rosa and Reddy are secret drug addicts and they're getting addicted to elixir. Alright, come on. Alright, let's go spend the rest of our money. There's no point in not spending it, so. What do we got? Screw it. What's the point of having money if you're not going to use it? There we go. We only have 50,000 left, but I'm sure that we're going to have $1 bajillion by the time we're done. Let's see, you can have Excalibur. You know what? Just Excalibur. Did I give you any ninja stars? Nothing I really want. these are just items, yeah, we're just gonna take them when we're ready to start chucking them at Zeromus. Yep, use our sleep pods quick to heal up. Because, you know, spaceship is awesome, can do that. Alright, let's go. Got a long walk ahead of us. No, thank you. There's only one flan that I want to fight, and it is the pink one. Alright, let's go. We are going back down into the final area of the game to try to find Pinktail before fighting the final boss. If you have a more specific question, I can answer it. But no, I had to take a detour because Rosa actually ran out of arrows. And it's much easier for her to fight things when she has arrows to fire, so. And since we were going back for arrows, we may as well just stock up on all the healing items. Because we had like about 7 million gold to spend. So, it was... We're going back now. But yeah, this is the end of the Final Fantasy IV, so we're very close. Like at this point, fighting the final boss is the only thing left that we have to do. But I am insisting upon getting a Pinktail first. Alright, let's go. We're going to find those pink puffs, and we're going to definitely get that Pinktail. Now that we're all stocked up on items, we got arrows again. We have everything we need. No excuses. I'll let Kane walk for a little while. It doesn't seem to take as long the second time going down because you don't have to fight all the battles. You're strong enough that you can just ignore them for the most part. Yeah, and you're also not stopping every like 5 seconds to open up treasure chests. Yeah, I think we're going this way. Yep. So it actually is not nearly as bad of a walk as you would think it is. It is still, it's the longest dungeon in the game, but it goes pretty quick, that like once you have everything cleared out. It's a pretty linear path, so. Yeah, the money is just completely 100% irrelevant at this point. We are in no danger of ever running out of anything that we need now, since I just stocked up on everything. We'll give it another 30-40 minutes of fighting these things for tonight. And if we're lucky, we'll get the Pinktail and we'll get to go ahead and see the glory of adamant armor. See, look, we're actually almost right there. Alright, and just like that, we're back. See, that didn't take too long. Alright. Let's do this. Come on. Number 69, you're the lucky one. Get in there. Get those pigtails. You know, it's conceivably possible. We could actually get more than one pigtail at a time, so... As incredibly unlikely as that might be, it could happen. We could get up to 5 pigtails in one fight. I doubt that that's ever happened, but it could. Maybe. I just want one. One is good enough for me. This will go a little bit faster now that Cecil has the Ragnarok. Because as you notice, like, his attack is now well into the 3000s. He's got a sickening, like, 240 attack. I think Edge is second place with, like, 180. And it might only be, like, 170. Yeah, Cecil just decimating these things. But yeah, now that we have all of the healing items we could ever possibly want, Rosa's got arrows for days. No excuses now. We're gonna get this pigtail, and it's gonna be glorious. And I'll say it as many times as I have to, because it's true. We have now officially killed all of the optional bosses, so this is the only thing left for us to do. Get this armor and then go kill Zeromus. Come on. I thought maybe, but you know. No, he's just trolling. Alright, yeah, heal everyone up and we'll give it another try. Yep. We will change it to Rosa this time. I don't think that makes any difference whatsoever, but it's just for good luck. Wow, yeah, he's kicking ass and taking names. 4,000 damage and an attack. That's amazing. Now, those are my knuckles. Probably should not be making that sound. That's alright. We got this. Yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to heal him before things get out of hand. That's better. Oh, there we go. Alright, come on. Please, pretty, please. It's just so heartbreaking every time that you know you're getting an item, and it's not the one. I mean, we've killed quite a lot of these so far. It's fine. We'll keep doing it. Nope, Rydia went into Berserk, so no Bahamut this time. Alright. Yep, that one's dead. Alright, focus on the top one. Okay, yeah, that was a lot of damage. It'd be nice if I could get Rosa to heal some of these people, though, before they start dying. Unfortunately, Rosa is berserked right now, so she will not be performing any healing until she calms her ass down. Or all of these pink puffs die. One of those two. Who knows? Maybe this will be the one. Probably not. Ugh. It always comes when you least expect it. It's fine. Alright, heal up. At least this team has gotten very proficient at killing these things. The cool thing is, Rydia will likely learn Meteor before we fight the final boss. Honestly, it's not something that... Most of the time, you don't need her to be high enough level to know Meteor in order to get to that point. But there's a very good chance we may actually get to that, so... Alright, Cecil this time. Also, just as an aside, don't ever level your characters over 70. There should be no reason to ever have to level up that high. But in case for whatever reason you do decide that you want your characters at like level 70, realize that at that point, the stat gains that they get are random. So it is entirely possible for a character to go from level 70 to 71 and actually have lower stats than they did when they were at level 70. It's unlikely that by the time you get 100 that you'd be weaker than you were when you're at 70, because I think I think the trend favors you gaining stats, but it's still possible because, you know, random number Jesus. RN Jesus doesn't care. You could have it happen, so I don't know why it works like that, given that, you know, like I said, level 70 is very, very unnecessary for this. Level 60 is pretty much unnecessary, but that's the last level that Rydia learns a spell at, so apparently the developers thought that, you know, maybe you'd want to level them up that much, but it's really more relevant in some of the remakes of the game because there are optional bosses like Proto Babel in the DS version, for instance, where you do actually need to be at level 99. However, in that game specifically, they gave you some ways to control how your stats go up, so yeah, I think by using certain augments you can control what your stat gains are after level 70 instead of it just being random. But yeah, in this one it is random, so ideally you should not be trying to gain experience after that point. You should have probably have just beaten the game by then, but who knows, maybe you're just trying to go for that perfect playthrough where everyone has adamant armor. I don't know, that's possible, I guess. Oh, well, he just died. That's not good. I don't know if I have... Okay, good. Yeah, do this. Yeah, now we will be satisfied with just having a single adamant armor. I might give it to Rydia. I'm thinking about that. Since she has the lowest health, so she's the one that's in most need of extra defense. But also because I think it would be mildly amusing that if I get the cursed ring to give to her, that she could actually use her own fire magic to heal herself. I think that's just funny. Plus, I don't like the idea of her Minerva armor actually reducing her magic power, so equipping adamant armor actually I think would make Bahamut slightly stronger. I mean, there's also an argument to be made that you should give it to Rosa because she can revive the entire party if something bad happens. But technically speaking, Rydia could also do it with Ashura. Nope, not that time. Alright, it's fine. Alright, get him. I believe in you. I mean, how could they be so tough? They look like disformed or disfigured Kirby's. I guess Kirby's actually pretty strong, so even a deformed Kirby would probably be really strong. Given that he can throw a... what was it? He can throw like a frying pan with enough strength that it orbits the sun and comes back to the Earth. Also, I'm not sure that Kirby can die. I'm pretty sure he's made out of an indestructible, like, stretchy material. Alright, so yeah, I guess I should be glad that they're not deformed Kirby's, or otherwise I might actually be in some serious trouble. Oh, that's a lot of damage for Iridia. I don't think I've ever seen her do like 1,200 at once. Ugh. Damn. She's just not having any of this today. Ow. Come on. Give me my damn pink tail. I want it. I deserve it. I've worked so hard for it, and I just want to finish this game. Such a troll. Alright, we'll give Edge a try. I'm gonna check something really quick, just for my own sanity. I would like to make sure that, you know, this item is actually still in this version of the game. I can't possibly imagine they would have removed it, but we'll check just for, you know, sanity's sake. Yeah, it's in here. Alright. So let's take a quick review of what it is we're after. Adamant armor gives plus 100 defense, plus 20 magic defense, 16% magic evade, plus 15 to every stat, so strength, agility, wisdom, vitality, willpower. And it also comes with the, let's see, Seal of Perfect Health. Prevents poison, blind, mute, curse, sleep paralysis, charm, toad, peg, mini, petrify stone, and instant death. Its other abilities are 50 Gs. Makes the wearer immune to float. Element proof. Makes the wearer immune to fire, ice, and lightning elemental attacks. And pure light reduces damage from undead type enemies. That is what we are after. So, knowing that, you know, that's the prize that we have our eye on right now. We're gonna get it. Some way, somehow. I promise. And we're not going to cheat. We're going to get it legitimately. Because I'm not about that. I am willing to put the time and effort in to do this. I like doing things legit. Give me what's mine, damn it. Ugh. Maybe it's because I didn't say please. I just want it to be over. But that's why we bought all the sirens, because I knew it was going to take this long. This is probably what one might call a fool's errand. But, you know, that's fine. I'm willing to do it. It definitely goes a lot faster when Rydia successfully casts Bahamut at the beginning of the fight, so... Good job, Rydia. That's 2 in a row. I wish it was more exciting. I'm trying to, you know, make it not boring, but there's only so much I can do. Come on. I don't want more ethers, I want pigtails. Ugh. Alright, here we go. Give it another try. Good thoughts, happy thoughts. Come on, we can do it. Yeah, she went berserk. That's never a good sign. I wonder if Rydia is going to hit 3,000 health before we find this thing. I hope not. I don't think I've ever leveled her up enough to get her over 3,000 health. It's just not necessary. She gets about 100 every time she levels up, so... I think a little less than that, maybe like 80. I think it's likely, though, that both Cecil and Kane are probably going to break 4,000. Definitely Cecil, maybe Kane. Edge, I think, is also going to break 3,000 before we're done. Come on. This is the Pink Puff genocide. I'm going to exterminate their entire species if I have to, just to get one frickin' tail. Cecil is gonna hit them so hard with his sword that their grandchildren are gonna feel it. This didn't have to be this way, Pink Puffs, but if you give me the treasure, I will leave it, and maybe there will be hope for your species yet. But if you don't give me what's mine, then you're gonna have a bad time. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. How's your... nope. Alright, come on. This is gonna be the one. This time. This is what grinding looks like. I don't know who thought it would be funny to put, you know, the pink tail in the game, especially given that it was so hard to get in without the sirens to begin with, but some game developer just apparently has a, you know, a sense of humor, I guess. This has always been like my problem with rare drops in games. If you're spending more time actually searching for the rare items than you are actually playing the game, I think that's probably a sign that you need to adjust the drop odds on these items. Because you can go through entire playthroughs of this game and not know that there are certain items in the game. Like, for instance, did you know that Rydia actually has 4 summons she can learn that are dropped from random enemies? It's a Goblin, Cockatrice, Imp, and... fuck, what's the other one? There's one more. I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. But yeah, there are 4 items that teach her summons. And the only way to get them is for those enemies to just randomly drop them. But you find them so rarely that it's unlikely that you're ever going to know that they exist. Like, I remember the first time I ever found one of them, I was legitimately confused as to what it even was. And the Goblin, for instance, you can find literally starting from the first encounter of the game. Yeah, I mean, how many goblins have I killed over the course of this playthrough and not gotten one? That's how freaking rare some of these items are, so it's just stuff to keep in mind. Like I said, there are items, you know, like the Dragon Whip that's actually better than the whip Rydia is currently using, but it's an extremely rare drop from a dragon enemy, and who wants to spend all their time killing those when you could be killing pink puffs trying to get adamant armor? Like, I don't care how good the Dragon Whip may be, it's not as good as adamant armor is. And there's just so many items in the game that are like that, where you can... There's an Artemis bow. You know, the Artemis arrows that we got? There's a bow that goes with it. The Artemis bow is only droppable by certain enemies. But again, it's a super rare drop, so the chances that you even know that there is an Artemis bow are nil to none. And it's not like you need it in order to be able to beat everything. It's just that it'd be really cool if you just had it, that's all. It's stronger than the stuff that she has now, so. Alright, fine, let's dance. I'll dance with you. get some. I love that also the entire time, like, the world is in danger because Zemus is trying to kill everyone, and we're just spending our time just trying to get Pinktails. Hi, what's up? Yeah, I'm working on trying to get a Pinktail because I want to show everyone what adamant armor's like. Because I feel like it's something everybody needs to experience at least once. Oh, he's dead. This is a very long and pointless quest, but we're going to do it anyway because I'm really looking forward to just having adamant armor on one character. That's it. It'll be so much fun. Because we will get the cursed ring to go with it. And the cursed ring is actually a lot easier to find because I think it's only like... Each enemy has 4 drop slots. And I think the cursed ring is only like the second most... Or like... It's the second most common item that like one of them drops, so... And there's souls in Mount Ordeal, so... Giant glitch... I'm not sure which thing you're referring to specifically. Like, there are a whole bunch of glitches in this game, actually, and I know a lot about a lot of them. I'm not sure which one specifically you're referring to. Like, I've seen like all the speed runs of the game, so like I know you can actually, you know, enter the town of Mist from the right side of the map for some reason. It actually lets you have Rydia in your party. Yeah, we already killed a giant of Babel. I'm not sure what glitch you're talking about with it though. Yeah, that one I'm unfamiliar with what you're referring to. I think my favorite glitch in this game definitely has to be the one where you just reorder all the rooms in the game to set the lunar subterrane as the world map so that you can basically beat the game as soon as you get to the underworld for the first time. But what is the thing with the giant of Babel that you're talking about? I'm legitimately interested. Oh, wait. I look away for 1 second and Cecil died. That's not good. Yeah, we better fix that real quick. Of course Rosa did not finish casting the spell, because she got berserked. We're gonna get that pink tail. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna be great. I'm sure that in this room there has to be like a massive just pile of pink puff guts just everywhere. We've killed so many of these things. Like, I don't know, do they melt when they die? Maybe, yeah, if they melt when they die, then the water has to be at least, like, knee-high. I thought... Every time you hear that you're going to get the item and you just think, could this be the one? Probably going to have to use an elixir and Rosa to heal up her mana though. That's fine. That's why we have a bajillion of them. Yeah, we have all the equipment for all the characters. It's just want one set of this adamant armor. Just want an adamant armor. Alright, ready. Elixir. Right, okay, good. Alright, come on. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Actually, if you look back, I think like 2 or 3 I think it was like 2 streams ago, I did something similar in the Land of Summon Monsters. Yeah, the Searcher is definitely one that you can do that. And there's also the Conjurers that are in the Underworld. The reason I like doing it with the Conjurer is because you can find one that summons an Arachna, and the only thing that they can do is use Quake on you. And if you cast Float on your entire party, the Quake does absolutely nothing to you. At that point in the game, you also have Ice Brands for your for Cecil and Kane, and it turns out that the Arachnes are weak against both ice and ranged items, so the boomerang for Edge is really effective, and the arrows for Rosa are also very effective. But it's the same idea. You keep killing the Arachnes over and over, and you get just a redonkulous amount of experience, and you gain a shit ton of levels that way. And you can do that for as long as you want. You basically can't die. But yeah, there are definitely ways that you can totally abuse like the summoner enemies in this game to just gain dumb amounts of experience. Right now, we are at the end of the game, and we are trying to get the single rarest item in the game. We are using these sirens to summon a 1 out of 64 chance encounter that only shows up in this room. And these pink puffs drop 1 out of 64 chance of dropping a pink tail. The pink tail can be traded for adamant ore, which is traded for adamant armor. And adamant armor is the single most ridiculously overpowered armor that exists in pretty much any game ever. And my intention is to get at least one of these before I finish this stream. Well, maybe not this stream specifically, but before I finish streaming this game. And since we're at the end of the game here, that's pretty much the only thing left on the to-do list. So, I am annihilating pink puffs until they drop the pink tail, at which point I will go and trade it for the adamant armor. And then you will get to see just how ridiculously overpowered it is. The pink puffs... Oh, I've played every version of it. I think the only system I don't own Final Fantasy IV on right now is the WonderSwan color, because I don't own a WonderSwan color. But I own, yeah, the Super Nintendo, the PlayStation 1, the Game Boy Advance, the DS, and the PSP. And I've beaten it on all of them. I have a copy of the Super Famicom version sitting next to me, but I have not played that one because I don't own a Super Famicom. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite game of all time. I love it. Well, we're not grinding these things to get experience. Yeah, I could definitely go and fight those things, but the purpose of killing the pink puffs is because they're the only thing in the game that can drop the pink tail, which is the only thing that gets you the animate armor. I just want to get one of those just to show off how dumb it is. It just so happens that these things do give you a stupid amount of money and experience when you kill them anyway. But no, the purpose of doing this is not for the experience. It's literally just trying to get this item that they drop rarely. Oh, come on! That's the first time they've dropped the ninja star. That is... So, out of the 4 items they drop ethers are the most common, I think. Then elixirs, then the ninja star, and then the pink tail is the 4th slot for treasure. So we got the slot number 3. Ugh. This is so frustrating. I just want to get one. We were very close. It's alright, we'll get there. At this point, my party is probably strong enough that I could just go fight Zeromus at any point I feel like it. And we have all the equipment for everybody, so yeah, he's got his stuff. He's got his best sword and its ridiculous attack stat. You know, we got the 2 swords for him, so yeah, we're literally just hunting for this armor at this point, just for shits and giggles. Now, in this mod of the game, remember, this is the Project 2 translation, so there are a few things that are different from this than the original version, like on the SNES and in America. One of them is that you can actually purchase sirens in this game. Yeah, I know that there's actually a few items that enemies in that area can drop that are kind of interesting to have, but the item in particular that we're after is one that only this enemy will drop. And the only place you can find this enemy is in this room. And the only realistic way to fight this enemy in this room is to use the sirens to summon it here. So, in order to accomplish what we're trying to do right now, this is the only thing in the game that drops this item. And once we get this item, then we'll go out and we'll go try to finish the game. No, I don't want to fight regular enemies. We have to fight the pink tails, or the pink puffs, because like I said, the pink puffs are the only thing that will give me what I want. Pink tails don't come from anything else. Now, in the area that you're talking about, you fight red dragons, which I do believe can drop the dragon whip. And the dragon whip is actually an even stronger weapon for Rydia than she has right now, because she just has the flame whip, so it's, I think, her 2nd strongest physical attacking weapon. But I am not going to spend the time to try to do it to get the dragon whip. I don't think the PSP one... No, I think you might be thinking of the Game Boy Advance version, because that one did actually give you extra end-of-the-game content with those characters, because you could swap your party at the end, and then there were specific dungeons that you could go in to get weapons for all of them. And I like that, because it actually, for some of these characters, it gives them a few extra story elements to them. Kane in particular, he actually gets some really cool story stuff thrown in. And his is really dark. I am not sure you're talking... This new version has to Steam? What? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Alright, maybe this will be the time. Oh shit, she actually needs an elixir to be able to continue summoning Bahamut. Let's see if she can actually use it before she gets berserked. I have played and beaten Final Fantasy 1. I have beaten Final Fantasy 4. I have not finished Final Fantasy 3 yet. And I believe I do have a copy, or I have Final Fantasy 2, because I think it came with Final Fantasy 1 on the Game Boy Advance, but I don't believe I've ever played it. Um, 5 I own, but I have not played yet. Or actually, I should say 3 I have definitely not played, because 6 is the one that I'm like halfway through. I have played and beaten 7, played and beaten 8, played and beaten 9, and I gave up on Final Fantasy X at the Blitzball tournament because I hate Blitzball, and it can suck a dick. Now, I got really, really mad because I failed at Blitzball like 5 times in a row, like with less than like 30 seconds left to go, and I just managed to turn a winning score into a losing one. And I refused to progress through the game without beating that Blitzball tournament. So I played Final Fantasy 1 on the Game Boy Advance. Like I said, I've played every single version of Final Fantasy 4. 2 and 3 were the ones that were, yeah, they were the Japanese ones, and I think one of those comes with Final Fantasy 1, the Game Boy Advance, but I've never played it. Final Fantasy V is another one that I think was originally only a Japan-only release. They did release 5 on the PlayStation 1, which I do own, but I've never played it. I have not ever had the time to sit down and do it. I should at some point go back and just play all the ones that I haven't ever played. I know some of them are kind of frustrating, but that's what you get with like old school JRPG type games. I really do like the remake of Final Fantasy 1 a lot, because they added a shit ton of extra content to it. There's, I think, 4 extra dungeons in Final Fantasy 1 on, I think they call it Dawn of Souls, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, or Final Fantasy 1 is on that one, and there's a 10 floor, a 20 floor, or no, I think it's like 5, 10, 20, and 40 floors. It's really close for me. It's actually probably between Final Fantasy 4 and Final Fantasy 9. I think I would still pick Final Fantasy 4. I like this one a lot. I'd say probably the 3DS remake of this, or yeah, the DS remake in 3D is my favorite version of this. The Game Boy Advance one is very close behind that. I like 7 a lot. My problem with 7, though, is that I can go back and play Final Fantasy 9 and not, like, be disgusted by the graphics that I see on my screen. Because 9 is still a game that actually looks nice to play, and so it holds up a lot better. If you try to play Final Fantasy 7 with the original graphics of that game, it's just awful. Like, the story is great, the mechanics are great in that game. I love, like, all the boss fights and the music and everything. But the 3D, like, is just so primitive by today's standards, it's hard to look at. And it's unfortunate, because I really do like 7 a lot. And now, they are remaking it, but my fear is that they're going to remake it and change a lot of how the battle mechanics work, and I'm not entirely certain if I'm sold in that, to be honest. It will look a lot prettier when they finish the remake, but I don't know if it's going to capture that same original feel that made it fun to play in the first time. It almost kind of looks like they're going to make it more like a Kingdom Hearts game than a Final Fantasy game. Like, if you kind of understand what I mean. The way that they're doing combat in the remake is very different. Like, Final Fantasy VII originally had a combat system that's actually very similar to the one that this game uses, where it's just turn-based and everybody attacks in order like that. The new one, you're going to be like running around and attacking things just kind of however you feel like it, so I don't know. I hope that the remake of it's going to be good, because I would love to be able to play 7 again, but I don't have faith in it, to be honest. I'm not sure that they know how to make good Final Fantasy games anymore. Like, I've watched Final Fantasy 15, like, my roommate played through the entire game, and it just looks completely uninteresting to me, and I don't... It's hard to get interested in it, like, in any of the newer ones. I will say, though, like, I did legitimately have fun when I played through 7, and I went through all the motions of that. I got all the master magic materias, so I had, like, I beat all the weapons. I did totally abuse the summon Knights of the Round, like, 4 times in a row strategy, but it's still fun. Omni Slash is the best. Probably like another 20 or so minutes, because I do have work in the morning, so I'll give it another 20 minutes for tonight, and then we'll have to call it, because I can't do this all night. But as you can tell, I really do like these kind of RPG games, and I could talk about them at length for forever, so if I don't set those kind of limits for myself, I would just get caught up playing it until I die of starvation. Yeah, I'll definitely be continuing this. I'm really hoping that I can just get the pink tail so I can actually finish this off, but because like I said, as soon as I get this pink tail, we can actually go fight Zeromus, because that's the only thing waiting left to do. And I think maybe after I finish this game, I might do Chrono Trigger next, because it's been a very long time since I played through Chrono Trigger, and that's one of my favorites. My guess would be somewhere around like 9 to 9:30. And give me some time to make some dinner and get everything set up. Eastern time, so. Alright, yeah, I'll commit to that. I'll say, like, I'll do, like, 9:30 Eastern time. And I'll put it in the chat there so you can see it. But I refuse to finish this game without the adamant armor. It's just not an option. We have come this far. Yeah, and that's why I made sure I don't... You're probably off by like 1 or 2 hours, I'm guessing. Because right now it is just after 12 a.m. for me. Depending on what part of Brazil you're in, so. More ethers. Here, Rydia's turn. Yeah, originally I started doing this stream because I wanted to try out doing some streaming on YouTube. I'm still kind of new to this and learning how all this stuff works, so I thought this would be an interesting way to kind of test it out and, you know, get myself acquainted to how it works. And I've really enjoyed this entire series. This is definitely one of my favorite games of all time, and I love it. And I think that the next one I do probably has to be Chrono Trigger. I don't see how I could do this one and then not do Chrono Trigger. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, there are tons of speedruns of the game that are out there, and I've watched a bunch of them. I know the Speed Gamers do a whole bunch of them for charity, and like they did one of this game like a few weeks ago. But the thing is, like, you're not gonna learn about all the cool like actual mechanics of the game and stuff by doing that. Like, they're just in there to get the lowest possible time. Where like the entire time that I'm playing through this, I'm trying to, you know, give my insight on like how to actually attack the game if you're trying to play it legitimately. So. And, you know, I try to crack a few jokes here and there. Point out some of the ridiculous things, like, how exactly is it that everybody managed to escape from the Giant of Babel before it exploded, given that they were, like, hundreds of feet off of the ground in the middle of a collapsing giant? Does not make any sense. The game just kind of glosses over that. In fact, or, you know, my favorite part of the game, Sid jumping off of an airship holding a bomb to blow up the hole to the underground. Does he not understand that bombs can explode on their own? He doesn't need to be holding it off the side of the ship to make it blow up. I just don't understand stuff like that, and I just think it's ridiculous, and I love being able to, you know, play through and just point that kind of stuff out. Yeah, I will say, if you can see my avatar there, you know that, like, Magus is my favorite character out of any game, so I think that it would be just too appropriate to just, I need to do Chrono Trigger. Ugh, they just keep trolling me. They're giving me ethers. Come on. Alright, heal up. Yeah, Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Chrono Trigger, but it exists right now on 3 different systems as far as I know. There's the SNES version, there's a version on the PlayStation 1, and there's a version on the 3DS, I think. Or it might just be, I think it's just the DS, yeah. The DS one is probably the best and easiest one for people to play at this point because it's the most recent and it actually has a bunch of extra content on it, so it's worth playing that one. The Super Nintendo is obviously the classic version and it's really good to play it. The PlayStation 1 version is the first version of Chrono Trigger I've ever played. And anyone who's ever played it will tell you that it is by far the worst version to start playing with, because the load times for going into battle on that are just atrocious. The PlayStation 1 can take like a full 20 seconds or 30 seconds just to go into a battle. It's god-awful slow. And despite that, I finished through that entire game and got all 13 endings to it. So the fact that I put up with all of that and was still like enjoying it should tell you a lot about how good of a game it is. Yeah, definitely I would recommend, if you want to play the classic version, you play SNES. If you want to, you know, get the extra content, you play the DS. Don't ever play the PlayStation version of that game. It is a miserable, miserable experience. But it was one of the first games I ever played that had sort of a, I don't want to say non-linear, but like kind of open-ended progression to it, where you could beat the game at any time you really felt like it, and depending upon what you did and when you did it, it actually had like effects in the game, kind of like, you know, how Mass Effect is, where you make choices throughout the game and it ends up affecting how the game ends. Chrono Trigger, I think, was one of the first games that ever really did that. And I remember when I first played it, that was just so ridiculously cool to me. And it still is. The fact that you have like this 13 different endings to this game, depending upon what time period and like at what point in the game you beat it, that's so awesome. And especially given the fact that you can beat the game within the first 5 minutes of it in a New Game Plus. Like, if you're not careful at the beginning of the game, like within 5 minutes, you can accidentally end up in front of the final boss. So that's really interesting to me. That's something that they did. All right, give it another try. Let's do this. Come on. Chrono Trigger, actually, this game and Chrono Trigger, because they were both made around the same time. They both have very like fantastic soundtracks to them, but out of the two, I would say Chrono Trigger is probably the one that has the better soundtrack to it. I have actually not played Bravely Default yet. It's been recommended to me a few times, and it's on my list of stuff that I'm interested in playing. I just have never gotten to it because, like I said, I have a ton of games that are on my list of games that I need to play. Like, my friend actually just picked up a copy of Sonic Mania for me, and I haven't even touched it yet. So, but yeah, I know I've heard very good things about Bravely Default. Like, it's something that at some point I will probably play it. I will say that my favorite non-Final Fantasy series for RPGs is definitely Golden Sun. It still has that like Final Fantasy feel to it, but it takes like everything that's good about both Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger and kind of puts it together into one game, and I cannot recommend it enough. Oh, Kane died when I was not paying attention. That's probably bad. Yeah, and that's what I've heard. Like, everybody that I know that's played it has said very, very positive things about that game. So, alright, come on, give me the pink tail, please, pretty, please. Nope, no pink tail this time. Yeah, we'll use a revive. This game is just trolling me. That's pretty cool. Wait, what is CSGO? Is that like... I'm not familiar with that one. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's probably it. I thought it was a Counter-Strike. But yeah, I don't play Counter-Strike that, like, if I'm playing, like, those kind of games, I tend to be into Halo. Yeah, my roommate and I actually just finished playing through Halo 5 on Heroic, so... I gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, like my shooter game of choice, I like to play Halo a lot, so... Or I should say, like, I don't play shooters often, but when I do, I play Halo for the most part, so... We're probably going to start the legendary campaign of Halo 5 at some point in the near future. Now that we've ran through the game once and have an idea of, like, kind of how hard it is. It seems like it wasn't that bad. I don't know. The thing is, I tend to spend more of my time playing, like, these sorts of games, because I really enjoy, like, the SNES era of gaming more than anything else. These games are, like, what I grew up on, and this is what I have the most, like, emotional attachment to. Actually, you know what? I should probably, after I finish this game, another one that I would really like to do in here is Mega Man 5. Or no, I'm sorry, Mega Man X. I don't know why I said 5. No, Mega Man X. Yeah. Sure, what's your question? I'll answer pretty much anything. Tell me what's on your mind. Oh, I should probably put some arrows on Rosa. I forgot to do that. If I get a turn with her, I'll have to re-equip her. Don't worry about it. Like, a lot of times I have the attention span of a goldfish. I'll have a thought and then, like, 10 seconds later be like, what was I just thinking about? Now, what I was going to say is, I'll probably do, like, Mega Man X after this, because it's a really short game, but it's also one that's really awesome, and I like it a lot. Yes, actually, there is the optional side quest to defeat Bahamut to get him as a summon, and then there is also the Wyvern, which is the dark Bahamut that guards the Ragnarok, which is Cecil's most powerful sword. And I have beaten both of them. Actually, I did the Wyvern earlier in this stream, and then Bahamut was probably the stream before this one. Because I did Bahamut as soon as I went to get Fasoya. Yeah, the Wyvern, which is Dark Bahamut. Alright, so the trick with regular Bahamut is that you need to cast Reflect on your entire party. It's easiest to kill him when you have Fasoya in your party, so that you can have him and Rosa casting Wall on every character in your party, because that will reflect his Mega Flare back at him, and he'll take a stupid amount of damage, and he basically can't hurt you then. And then he'll do another countdown to try to Mega Flare you a second time, and then you can just recast Reflect on your people and you'll be fine. With the Dark Bahamut that guards Cecil's sword, you just have to be strong enough to tank a Mega Flare and just kill him as quickly as you can. Like, there's not really a whole lot you can do about him. He's just gonna do massive amounts of damage to your party, and you just have to tank it and attack him. However, you don't fight him until, like, very, very close to the end of the game, and Bahamut is absolutely worth getting because it is Rydia's most powerful attack, and, well, it makes it so much easier to just kill things, especially, like, all the extra bosses in this area. Oh, she just got berserked. Did I misunderstand what your question is? Oh, okay. Gotcha. When you say Lunar Odin, I'm not sure, like, are you talking about the summon Odin? Or are you talking about, like, an optional boss, like that guards an item or something? Because there is an optional boss that you can get Odin as a summon for your party. That is a side quest that you can do. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Okay, so Odin is actually the king of Baron. If you remember when Cagnazzo earlier in the game, you kill him and he says that, yeah, he killed the king. Well, over in the right tower of the Castle of Baron, in the basement there is a hidden throne room. And after you kill Cagnazzo, you can go into that hidden throne room, and you will find the former king of Baron there. And he tells you to go to the land of summoned monsters. And then once you go there and come back from after you visit the land of summoned monsters and come back, then you can go back to that hidden throne room and you can fight the king of Baron, who is really Odin. And if you kill him, you get to have him as a summon in your party. Now the thing is, Odin is actually kind of hard to kill because he will Zanetsuken you and basically kill you in a single attack. So you have to be very, very quick to kill him. Use lightning attacks on him. It's best if you have Edge use Blitz and Rydia use either Rama or Lightning 3 or 2, whichever one she has. Rama's probably the best bet. And then just spam as much attacking as you can against him. Bahamut is actually, he is on the, or actually we'll do Leviathan next, because ideally you want to, right after you kill Cagnazzo is when you want to go into that hidden basement to just talk to the king, because that's when he gives you the quest to go to the land of summoned monsters. Yes, they are all in the same version. All of these quests exist in every version of this game, so you can do them and it doesn't matter which one you try it in. They all work. So yeah, after you kill Cagnazzo, and this is actually pretty early on in the game, just go into the right tower of the Baron Castle, into the basement, and he'll give you the quest to go. Okay, well, the After Years is actually a different game, though. I've only played through After Years one time, and I honestly don't remember a whole lot about that. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I've only played through Final Fantasy for the After Years one time, and I am not as intimately familiar with that one as I am with this game. I remember a few things about it, like there are some secret characters you can get by, like, I think Calco and Brina are ones that you can get if you get some, like, random enemy drops, but I don't remember how to do all of the hidden bosses for that one, to be honest. Because the After Years is actually a sequel to this game, and it's in an episodic format, so it's very different from this one. Like, you have a lot of the same characters, but you also have some new ones in two, so. Okay, see, that's why I was kind of confused, like, about what the Lunar Odin thing, because, yeah, there's only a regular Odin in this game. You can get Bahamut, Odin, and Leviathan all as summons for Rydia in this game. I'm not entirely sure how to do that for the After Years specifically. I will say that the one thing I enjoyed about the After Years is that the storyline does explain what the purpose of crystals are in every single Final Fantasy game. I thought that was really cool. I'm not really a huge fan of the episodic format, though, but it takes some getting used to. I actually had to borrow someone's PSP to play it because I don't own a PSP myself, so... to level up Cecil in this game? Oh yeah, before I forget, I need to give her arrows. Like, as soon as Cecil becomes a paladin in this game, I will fight a bunch of battles right on the top of Mount Ordeal until he gets to about level 15 or 16. He goes up pretty quick. It's honestly, you're better off before you leave Mysidia, buy a bunch of the armor for him, and that helps a lot. So then you can just give it to him as soon as he turns into a paladin. What am I doing? I gotta focus here. Alright, I think I'm gonna give this one more... Well, we'll do like two more battles here. That would be like another 5 or so minutes. Because unfortunately, or I guess not unfortunately, very, very fortunately, I have work in the morning. So I can't be on here all night. Alright, yeah, that should be good. Yeah, we'll give this 2 more battles. Yeah, okay. So right after Cecil becomes a paladin, the best place to level up him is just right on top of Mount Ordeal. Don't go anywhere, just all the monsters on Mount Ordeal are weak against Holy. Yeah, and Cecil's Legend Sword is a holy weapon, so all the zombies on top of there will just die in like one hit to Cecil's sword. So you should just like wait and just fight a bunch of random encounters right after he turns into a paladin, and he'll level up extremely quickly. Nope, that's no problem. Yeah, if you check on my channel, you can actually watch the entire playthrough of the game. So if you're curious about how it is that I did something, you can go back and just try to get a rough idea of where it is and see. So yeah, no worries, that's fine. Yeah, like I said, you'll see they're all in order. So like it'll go part 1 to like part 8, I think, is the last one. Alright. I'll give this one more try, and then I'm gonna go and save, and we'll be done for tonight. Alright. These pink puffs just do not want to give me this armor. This is so frustrating because it's all I have left to do. I just want one of these so I can end this. But this will be the last one for tonight. And then, yeah, tomorrow about 9:30 I'll do some more. And hopefully I'll be able to finish this. Excuse me. It'd be nice. I just want the pink tail so I can be done. As soon as I get that pink tail, I'm getting that armor immediately. Well, the good news is that the final boss is not going to be even remotely a challenge at this point, because the party is leveled very, very well. Probably more than that needs to be. Alright. Ah, what a troll. He gave me another ninja star. Alright, we're gonna head back to the save point because we're gonna be done for tonight. I gotta get some sleep for work. Yep, tomorrow 9:30 Eastern I'll try to do some more of this. Hopefully I'll get the pink tail and then we can just finish out the stream. So that will be the last part of the game then, so we've done everything else. Alright, fine, we'll fight this one thing. This will be the last thing we kill. Alright. Yeah, well, I think if you subscribe, it'll give you the notification that it'll be going live, so you can do that. That'll probably help. Yeah, I'll do my best to be on around that time. Yeah, it should be fun to do that, so. Alright, let's save. Since we did gain quite a lot of experience, so there is that. Yeah, that's true. Like, I've seen that with a lot of people. A lot of people I subscribe to say that YouTube randomly unsubs people or doesn't send out the notifications for some reason. Yeah, looks like we're almost at 9 million gold, so I guess maybe we will max out the gold before we get the pink tail. Alright, well, better, yeah, we'll do it. Alright, we're good. Alright, that's all for tonight. I'll see you everybody tomorrow. We'll do more of this. Hopefully tomorrow we're going to get the pink tail and we can just end the stream. We'll go and kill Zeromus and that'll be the end of that. But I promised a pink tail and I'm going to deliver on it. Good night, everybody.